Hello, historians. This is Mr. Fredo, and we're starting a new topic today, the Reformation. So, the very first thing I want to do is just try to crystallize and clear up what the Reformation actually was. A lot of historians make the mistake early on in assuming, because of the way that we learn history, Greece is one time period, Rome is another, Middle Age is another, Renaissance is another, and then the Reformation is a completely separate time period. That's not true. The Reformation, the Age of Exploration, and the Renaissance all occur within the same 300-year time period that we've been focusing on. So as you examine it, 1300 CE, 1450, Gutenberg makes his press. 1492, that's a Renaissance concept. 1492, Columbus sails the ocean blue. That's a exploration concept. And in 1517, Martin Luther, one of the great reformers and protesters of this era, is going to take action, or at least his first main public initial actions. And it's all within this same time period. So I just wanted to clear up, we're still in Western Europe, and we're still in this exact same time period that we've been in throughout the Renaissance. It's really more of a series of events specific to a single topic, which is challenging the Catholic Church, as opposed to a completely different time period. So again, very simply, here's Western Europe, and in this time period, there are kings, there are bosses, there are leaders of different workshops, but there's really one organization that's in charge of everything, and that's the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is basically draping a large shadow of power that they've gained throughout the Middle Ages and throughout parts of the Renaissance over Western Europe, and they're using that to establish law, to collect taxes, and to effectively rule Western Europe. The Catholic Church, there were many cases where priests and mostly popes had more power than kings and sometimes queens, which started to develop throughout the Renaissance time period. So this whole unit is all about people taking the stand, different people, different protesters to challenge the Catholic Church. That's all this unit is about. The word Reformation means to reform or change. This is the effort of several courageous, really more than several, many courageous individuals who thought that the Catholic Church was ruling unfairly, and they took different methods to try to challenge and change the church to make the church focus more on religion again instead of wealth or power. Okay, so understand this is a big deal. This isn't just a couple people who are going out on a whim and saying, oh, what the heck, it doesn't matter. This is an institution that has the ability to capture you, to imprison you, to kill you in many cases if you go against their teachings or if you go against their laws. So the act of challenging the Catholic Church is much easier said than done because of the risks that are entailed. This isn't like unfriending someone on Facebook. This is taking on the biggest, most bad, toughest person on the block, and doing so, you know that you're putting your life on the line. That's what the Reformation is all about. So I'm excited about this unit because we're going to look at people protesting against the Catholic Church, and then the second part of the unit is called the Catholic or Counter-Reformation, and that's when the Catholic Church strikes back. They're going to listen to these protests, and then they're not going to sit by idly. They're going to actually do something about it. So that's what the Reformation is, a big effort to reform or change the Catholic Church, and what the Catholic Church does in response to those protests.